So we have already discussed Kurt and I's lack of being excelling in science during school, but there are ways for you to kind of bring science into the classroom in a different way. And joining us from a program called Science in Schools, their outreach coordinator, Carol Bowe. It's great to have you here, Carol.
Nice to meet you.
And I wish there were programs like this when I was younger, because it kind of brings a new way of looking at science into the classroom, not just in kind of out of the textbook. So how does your program work? What are you guys doing?
Well, Scientists in School is a charitable organization, and our goal is to support science education among elementary students. So our job is to make science relevant and accessible and fun, and that's what we want to do. So we go out into classrooms with workshops in which a science professional, like a scientist or engineer or health professional, goes out with their own expertise, plus all the equipment and the scientific equipment, materials, everything, for a half day of science exploration. So the kids get to do everything hands-on, they get to try everything, they get to make their own discoveries, which is the best way to do science.
They must love it when they see you walking into the classroom.
Sure they do. I'm a hero just for showing up.
Which is fun. I like the fact, though, that there's different people, different backgrounds, so that each of the, each time it's going to be something different.
Yes, we have 38 different workshop topics for teachers to choose from, and when we say they're accessible because we're bringing them into the classroom, it's relevant because they're also extending and enriching what the kids are already learning in their classroom. So it's tied in that way, and of course it's fun because that's how we do things at Scientists in School.
Okay, we have a couple things that we're going to showcase. So this would be the first one that you're going to do.
Well, this is an example of how science is fun at Scientists in School. So this is an example of how Newton's first law. So Newton's first law, as you will remember, says that objects at rest tend to remain at rest, and objects in motion tend to remain in motion unless they're acted upon by a force, which is kind of dry, unless your objects are eggs, raw eggs, and your force is a whack from a broom handle. So I'm going to give this.
I'm standing back a little bit.
Yeah, you're going to stand up back a little bit. I'm going to give this a good whack, and we're going to see whether Newton's law works or whether we make omelets today. Well, let me get this lined up right. Want it to hit just right. So here we go.
That is impressive.
Is that good?
That's awesome.
So obviously the force was applied to the pan, so it went flying, but the eggs, no force was applied to them, so they staying still until, of course, they're acted upon by gravity and they fall nicely into the cups.
That is brilliant. I like that one, yes.
I like that.
How many times did you try it before you got it right? Or you had to figure out the placement.
Yes, it's all about the placement.
Very nice. Okay, next one.
So in our workshops, for example, we do an electricity workshop with, I believe it's grade 6, and we would teach them about static electricity. So static electricity occurs, of course, we've all had the experience of walking on the carpet, and you get the shock and everything. So you get, it occurs because when I apply friction to two different materials, electrons will tend to leap from one kind of material to the other. So the PVC pipe will pick up electrons while this very attractive fur hat,
I do like it.
will lose them. Now in the classroom we would look at that with the electroscope to see which pairs of materials develop the most static charge and stuff like that. Here I'd like to try just with my little mylar orb. Now I'm hoping this is gonna,
Almost.
Almost. Okay, let's try another one. If I can catch it. There we go.
That is really.
So if I can catch it.
But the kids would be able to do this, right?
Yeah,
they would be the ones practicing it and trying to be able to do this.
Ones trying to do this. So we can, if I can get it right, I can get it actually levitating above the.
Just have to maybe create a little bit more.
Yeah.
People can find more information. There's teachers, there's parents who want to get more information on this. The best way to do so?
That's at our website, www.scientistinschool.ca, or we also operate in French, so scientifiquealécole.ca.
Oh, this is wonderful. Thank you. Education Week, lots of programs that are happening at our schools throughout the city and across the province, but wonderful to see, and a great program for you to learn about as well.